Topaz, are the mid-pass memes real? Should you be summoning for mid-pass? Should you be summoning for Numby? Because we all know he's the real damage dealer here. So in today's video, we're talking about all the reasons why you would want to skip for mid-pass. So I don't think we should hold off any longer. Let's go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel now before this video gets dislike bombed out of existence and people start unsubscribing. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Anyways, gamers, let's go ahead and hop into the real #1 reason now. Her personality. Guys, have you seen her in the story? She was just outputting the cuntish energy the whole time. She tried to entrap Belobog into debt by changing their whole landscape up, which only had an 80% completion rate. So, you know, she was out here trying to save their planet, when in actuality, the planet probably would have been destroyed from this reconstruction plan, mining plan. Imagine how those little bears would have felt if that reconstruction project would have taken into effect, and we probably wouldn't have the Arterium Wars either. So reason #1, her personality is stinky and I don't like it. But that does lead us into point #2 now. This story note here really brought up a major point here. The only thing you have to do, guys, to get a free Topaz is just don't pay your bills. Don't pay any of your bills. Go ahead and charge a couple $100 on MiHoYo. Go ahead and spend all the Stellar Jades, then refund it, and then your account will be in the negative. That is where you need to be. Once your account's in the negative, she will come home completely for free. No questions asked. Honestly, just go sit in the chair in your living room right now. Just wait there for, like, maybe a couple days. I don't know how long it's going to take for her to get here, you know. She could be billions of light years away, but just sit there in your living room and just wait patiently. If someone tells you to go take a bath or something, don't do it. Don't listen to them. They're cringing. They don't know what's coming home for you, because she will be coming home for you if you just wait there. Just don't pay your bills. Refund. Easy clap. Free Topaz. Now, you guys probably want an actual reason now on why not to summon for Topaz. So let me give you that, guys. She is gonna future-proof your account. Ew, dude. Who wants a character that's gonna future-proof their account? You know what this tells me? She's gonna be doing stinky damage out of the gate. She is not gonna be top-level DPS like Jing Liu is. She's not gonna be top-level DPS like Zila is. She's not gonna be top-level DPS like even Danny Don Hung is. Ew, you don't want someone to future-proof your account. That's just them putting that out there to say, yo, hey, she's gonna future-proof your account because she's dog shit now. And also, I should mention with this, a lot of people, aka Gotcha Smack, were saying that she's gonna be hard to power creep. And yes, I agree, Gotcha Smack. She is going to be one of the hardest characters to power creep. And you want to know why? Because she sucks balls already. It's going to be hard to power creep her because every unit's better than her anyways. There's nothing to power creep there. But for an actual take here, I do think she's going to be a better unit down the line than someone like Jing Liu is, or Danny Donghung is, or someone that just deals damage. I do agree with Gotcha Smack in this sentiment that she is going to be better down the line. But if you want something to improve your account right now, I mean, she might not be the best choice. I think Jing Liu is much better for that. If you want like a lot more short-term success, I think that will be the key there. Topaz, I do feel like is going to be very hard to power creep just from what she offers in her kit. First of all, she already offers a lot of follow-up damage. On top of that, she enables other follow-up attackers, kind of like how Kafka enables other dot dealers, right? This is going to be good for the future. I don't think it's going to be as good right now. I'm not saying it's going to be bad right now by any means, but I do think she's going to be better in the future as a sub DPS than as a main DPS right now. Also, as far as like her pre-farming and stuff right now goes, this kind of also like breaks into that last point I made of she's going to be better as a future unit, because her best set's not in the game right now. We can't talk about leaks here or anything like that. I just know 1.5 might be really big for her, or help her out a ton anyways. So that is something we should be on the lookout for. Also, I don't think you should be expecting her to do like main DPS damage, because I just don't think she is going to do main DPS damage. At the end of the day, though, I mean, you can beat the game with just about any character there is, right? You don't need to have like a specific character to beat the content in the game. All these 5-stars they release, you could wash every single piece of content in the game with any of these characters they release. Yes, even Jingyuan, you can wash them with Zila, you can wash it with Locha, you can watch it with just about anyone. Like, it doesn't really matter too much, because all these characters they release are just so much stronger than like the base content's difficulty, that it doesn't really matter. They just wash the content in the game. I do think if you're looking for a really big damage number with something like Jing Liu or something like Dragon Danny, you are not going to get that with her. She relies completely on Numby. I think her kit is really fun to play as well, which I'm pulling for. I just want to be full transparency here. I'm pulling for because I like Numby a lot. Numby, whatever you want to call him. I got called out in the last video for calling him Numby. I'm going to call him Numby because I want to call him Numby. It might be called Numby. I don't know. I just see it as Numby, so I'm going to call him that. That's off topic though. Anyway, sorry. Get back to the video now. And as far as like the mid-pass memes go and stuff like that, I mean, if you're comparing her to the other DPS characters in the game, yes, I think she will be mid in comparison to those characters. I don't think there's really any touching that. Like, with how good DPSs are in the game, she doesn't come very close to the damage they can do, right? It definitely isn't hitting as low damage like a 4-star, right? Or something like that. Well, let's leave QQ out of the equation here. But I don't think she's hitting that low of damage. I think she's hitting higher damage than like a fully maxed out E6 Daniel Don Heng at, of course, the wind variant of that, or the whatever variant, you know what I mean? I think she is hitting a lot more damage than that, but I don't think she's hitting as high damage like a Jing Liu or like an Inhibitor Lune or anything like that. Also, another maybe hot take, the banner is garbage. I mean, you have Gwen on there. I think Gwen and Kafka work really well together. I think Topaz and Kafka work really well together, so if you have a Kafka, then maybe it's reasonable to try to go for Topaz and get these. But as far as like, I guess, banner units for free-to-play players, Su Shang and Luca they're okay. Like, Su Shang's probably the best one there. I don't know, like, it's like, I don't know what the thought process was here. You can't really build out a full team with the characters it's giving you, nor are either of these characters like very top tier 4-star characters. Like, I feel like they could have thrown a QQ on there, but then that would directly be competing with Zila, because we all know QQ is better than Zila. If you haven't checked that video out, go check that video out now. But yeah, overall, I do feel like there could have been better characters that were placed on this banner than what we actually got. Like I said, Gwen I think's fine, but Luca and Su Shang, I don't know, man. Like, I know QQ was on part 1's banner, right? But I feel like even just swapping one of the characters from part 1 banner to part 2 would have made part 2's banners a lot more compelling to go for, especially since we're getting 2 of them, that being Zila and also Topaz as well. I'll be having another video come out in the next couple days on why not summon on Zila's banner, just because I think she's kind of washed now personally. But that's not on the topic of this video at all. I guess as far as just my overall opinion on this banner, it's just kind of lackluster in general. But for the rest of this video's runtime, I just kind of want to talk about my current thoughts on the game in general and just like my videos in general. So I don't know if I want to make like these do not summon and summon videos anymore. They do pretty well for the channel, but I guess it's not really fulfilling content, because I do feel like my previous videos maybe had some semblance of like, maybe this is an actual character you shouldn't summon for or whatnot, for saving for another unit. But I think at this point in the game, if you're not a new player, that is, and if you've been playing for a while, you probably have a built up enough account to do like really whatever you want, beat all the content in the game, and you should really just be pulling for whoever you want at this point. Like you don't need to meta slave and like meta game for the best units possible anymore. Like, it just doesn't make sense to, because they're getting power crept every single update anyways. It doesn't matter, and you can probably already beat the content with the old units in the game anyways. So with that being said, I kind of just want to make these like do not summon videos and summon videos just kind of like skit based content, I guess. I want to make more skits with it and make it like funny, like do not summon for Topaz because she's stinky, and you know, you have to wait at the door for 7 hours because you didn't pay your taxes and you're expecting her to come home, stuff like that, like we did at the beginning of the video. Tell me if you like that stuff that I did at the beginning of the video, like the skits, or like I guess the jokes I made at the beginning of the video, and then maybe I'll do more of something like that, or not. Maybe we'll just keep doing the same type of video we're doing now. If you guys want actual reasons on why not to summon for a character, then feel free to let me know in the comments below if you want that. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. Pull for who you want to pull for, guys. At this point in the game, the game's not hard, okay? You can beat the game with any character you get. If you can't, then you're copium. That's just on you, though. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, gamers. Bye-bye.